Abure-led faction of the Labour Party has expressed regret over backing Peter Obi in the 2023 presidential election, accusing him of betraying the party by joining the ADC-led opposition coalition. Deputy National Chairman Ayo Olorunfemi criticized Obi for aligning with the same political class he once opposed, calling the coalition a mix of desperate recycled politicians. He insisted Obi did not build Labour Party and the party is now refocused on ideology over personality. Olorunfemi said the Labour Party will field a younger, credible candidate in 2027 and warned that Obi must formally resign from the party or face expulsion. Hemi, what do you make of the Abure-led faction of Labour Party saying this? And I find it very interesting. Did you by any chance watch the ADC coalition unveiling? Did you see Nadi Osman there? Was it Nadi Osman I saw there, or was it? I saw Ireti Kingibe, but
I didn't even bother to watch.
But, oh, interesting. So, what is your position on Labour Party, Abure-led faction position on Obi's coalition alliance?
Labour Party is one of the registered mass parties in Nigeria, with the aim of winning an election and forming government, for them to deliver their manifesto. Labour Party will always want to protect their interests, right? And we now have a system that actually established that party from years ago. There is this saying among many political neophytes. I'm not trying to abuse anybody. Neophyte, I'm just trying to say they are newcomer. They don't have details, about the electoral processes in Nigeria. They are just new. Some of them follow Peter Obi political movement, so they felt that Labour Party only came to existence because Obi declared his intention under that political platform. No. Labour Party as a party has won all elected positions except the president. Labour Party has had governor. Labour Party has had senators, House of Rep members, House of Assembly members, councillors, name them. They have all elected positions except the position of the president before Obi joined. Mimiko was the last governor of a Labour Party. So it has been existing. Even Ovioma Agege, the former deputy senate president, won his election to the National Assembly under the platform of Labour Party. These are the things many people never knew. 2015. Was Peter Obi in Labour Party 2015? So Labour Party has won. So when they say Labour Party is existing because of Peter Obi, that is incorrect. Now, they have internal issues that took them to the court. And the apex court of the land actually told them that your internal affairs has nothing to do with the judiciary of the court. Go and settle yourself. And who determine the hierarchies of position within the party? It's through their conventions and whatever, as stipulated by their own constitution. And the court now referred them, go and settle your matter. So if there should be change of leadership, it is through the recognized party gathering that you can change leadership. It's not by a few persons just gathering people and announce that you are. I think that is where the Abure faction are anchoring their political argument that they are the untethered because they have not convened any meeting as stipulated by their constitution that the National Working Committee, the secretary, the national chairman, and the rest will convene a meeting. So if you have to change it, it is that meeting that they converged. And
but then their tenure has expired.
The NEC will not take decision.
If
you have to replace expired positions,
all their tenure.
I agree. Now, if you have to replace it, how do you replace?
So now, can you say if his tenure has expired, does he have the locus to call for a meeting? At the expiration of his tenure, he loses his powers.
Don't forget.
Considering again that he had, at that time his tenure expired, there were calls for a NEC meeting that would, give rise to election, and Abure refused. But later had his convention, and initially it was at Omaya before Alex Oti. He had a meeting with Alex Oti, and Alex Oti asked him to step down. And he came out after blasting Alex Oti, changed the meeting venue to Anambra State, and INEC was not present in that meeting.
Good. INEC role is just to observe, to see if the laid down processes were followed. Now, like what if you were to converge a meeting, right, that will enthrone new leadership, who should convene the meeting? That tenure was about to expire then.
No, it had expired.
Was about to expire when the issue of Abure must go started. That it should not be renewed. It should go.
Yes.
And the man was trying to gather people. So it was through that meeting that these people were supposed to come and ensure that Abure was not elected. But what did they do? They allowed him to have his own convention.
As at the time the convention
re-elected himself.
As at the time the convention was had, Abure's tenure was expired.
Who should convene a meeting for a new leadership?
We should get that clear.
I'm not disputing what you are saying.
If his tenure has expired,
then who should convene a
and
meeting?
he refused to step down, can one say that he still had the power to convene a meeting?
As long as they are there, right? He can tell you that my tenure expired, but on acting capacity.
No.
So what you do now is this.
Who gave him powers to act?
Who gave him power to act?
And that was
who
why.
Hold on.
That was why there was an in-last stakeholder meeting that was had, and then Nenadi Osman emerged. Now the question.
Called by who? This is what I want us to start, because Nigerians need to know this.
Hold on. The question is this: when you look at things critically, Labour Party's issue appears to be between Abure faction and Nenadi faction. Appears like there are two parallel lines that will never cross.
I agree.
Now, however they look at it, there will be illegalities with respect to 2027 and the candidacy of the people that will emerge.
Yes.
Now, the last meeting that INEC called, Abure was not invited. And there was another meeting
who
that
was invited
INEC,
in place of Labour?
Hold on. Another meeting that INEC called, I think that should be either June, for June. That meeting was passed. INEC called all the political parties in order to give them updates and information and all of that. Abure was not invited.
Who was
you
invited?
Understand? I don't know. I do not have the information that Nenadi Osman was invited.
You see what?
But however, Abure was not invited.
That's good.
Which means as it stands right now, INEC is not recognizing Labour Party currently.
That's good. Me and you on the same page.
So we don't blame Peter Obi now that they are crying that Peter Obi has chosen to go with the coalition. Can they blame Peter Obi, who has political interest in 2027, and Labour Party appears not to be able to put themselves together?
See, you cannot continue to be a runaway personality.
You mean Peter Obi?
Yes, you cannot continue to be a runaway. You were in PDP. You ran away to ABGA. When you were about leaving, you created a problem in ABGA. Instead of you to be there to resolve the matter, you ran away to PDP. When you saw crisis or problem in PDP, you ran away to Labour Party. Your interest is part of the reason Labour Party is where it is today. The Labour Party is factionalized because of your own interest. Right? Some people pitch it with you, some are not agree with you. That is where they are today. INEC is simply standing on the safer side. The law says you should go and resolve your...
Peter Obi's interest is not the reason for Labour Party crisis.
See, it is their interest.
The Labour Party crisis started with Lamidi.
See, you
Apapa.
Lamidi, Apapa.
And Abure.
Hold on.
Let's get that clear.
Wait, hold on.
How come you can be saying that Peter Obi did not
you
try to
interject. I will not flow to make the point that I want to make.
Go ahead.
You see,
go ahead.
Peter Obi has interest. Some people believe in the movement of Peter Obi. Well, Lamidi, what is that his name?
Lamidi
Apapa doesn't believe in that interest of Peter Obi. And the thing was factionalized. Apapa believed that we can't continue with this man. While the Abure believe in the Obi. It was during the tenure expiration and the rest of it, that is where the accusation started. Yusufu ate money. Peter Obi ate money. Abure didn't eat money. No. Because
Lamidi Apapa and Abure were dragging the leadership of Labour Party.
They were dragging because one believed in the Obi, the other one doesn't believe. Go and read this thing and find out. Apapa doesn't want to go with this thing based on the structure. Remember, Obi pitched tent with the Abure. He pitched tent with the Abure at the heat of the squabble between Papa and the rest of it. So the Abure believe in Obi, where the Papa were always running to call that they are the true leadership of the Labour Party. So that interest actually paralyzed the Labour Party. So it was later on where the tenure expiration of Abure came to, where in fact the obedient engineer the exit of Abure. They say he should go. They don't want him, which Obi was trying to stand on the fence. Abure wanted to come back, and Obi later, heeded to the call of the obedient movement and the rest of it that Abure should go. That is where the fallout between Abure and Obi started. If you must continue, then we must continue holding forth the leadership of Labour Party. This is what happened. So as it stands today now, both parties are claiming ownership. As one of the figure, in fact, you're supposed to be the unifying figure of the Labour Party, being the immediate past presidential candidate. But what are you doing now? Instead of building your house, like Alex Oti said, that is not a member of any coalition. He's not party to any coalition, and he's not looking for where to defect to. He's happy where he is. He's a member of Labour Party, and there he remains. And he said, if you have problem in your house, just like every other human being, every day there will always be problem. So what you do, you try to solve the problem and not run away. These are the words of Governor of Alex Oti. And he's not running away. Instead of trying to build the house, what are you doing? You are not running. So the Abure, as faction of the party, are not telling you that we are giving you a time frame. Declare your stand. Let us know where you are standing. Are you still with the Labour Party, or you have run away again to go and join a coalition using the name of Labour Party? Because we are a existing political party, we want to win election and form the government. So if you are doing that in political analysis, you will see that action like that is what they call anti-party activity. When you know your party is running for an election, your party is existing, and you are pitching tent with another party to undermine your party, is anti-party activity. So I believe this is where this faction is now coming from. I'm telling you, we can't condone anti-party activity because we also have interest in the forthcoming general elections. So resign your position as a member of the Labour Party, or we will expel you. That is that faction. So we must get this thing clear. I expected Obi to prove to Nigeria that he is not what Nigerians are actually calling him. A runaway soldier who always run away and look for where people have built that he want to benefit from. Now he has proven the same thing again. You are running away, leaving Labour Party. And Governor Alex Oti now said, you are not running away, you will not go somewhere, you know, pretending as if you are resolved the crisis at home. Say he is not party to things like that. So you are going to join a coalition, pretending that you are coming with Labour Party. Labour Party has resolved their issue, so they are coming as a bloc. You are only pretending, deceiving yourself. So state your position. Let us know where you are standing. If it means for us as a Labour Party to begin to galvanize our ways again, to rebuild and make more, reach out to people who will not believe in the Labour Party, for us to have a formidable force awaiting 2027 general election, let us know now. It's not bad of a party to do so. Every party wants to win. When APC was being formed, it was also done in this manner. People who control certain political blocks sat. Let us come and form a new political party where all our interests will come together. I am coming with the ACN bloc as a political party. This one says is coming with the CPC political bloc as a political party. The NNPP bloc was also there. Why the Abga faction led by the Okorocha group were there. So they came together, not with division in their respective parties, but as a bloc. So the party were well informed. And all of them agreed, let us form this new party. So all of them meshed together to form what they call the APC. A for the Action Congress. The C for CPC. This is how the acronym was formed. But today, are we having the same thing? The answer is no. So Labour Party as a party will be worried. They are not carried along. Even Lesotho governor confirmed it, that nobody has actually invited him. Some member of his cabinet were so worried, and they have to reach out to him to inquire. Are you part of this coalition? Are you part of the discussion? And a governor, the only governor of Labour Party, say, I didn't know anything about it too. I wasn't informed. I didn't know what they are even doing. So who is actually taking the Labour Party to that coalition? If the only governor that you people have is claiming ignorance of the whole movement and the rest of it. So it's actually a pretense. So the Labour Party as a party should be worried.
Maybe the Labour Party, should they be worried about the coalition, or should they be more worried about putting their house in order so they don't lose more people?
How do you put your house in order?
Apparently,
is it not because of this interest?
It appears that in Labour Party, you know, their crisis appears to have no end as it is right now.
Some members of the Labour Party, the interest is so inordinate. Abure wants to continue. He doesn't want to leave. Peter Obi wants to control. He doesn't want to, you know, settle.
Peter Obi apparently is not there now.
Is he a member? He has not resigned.
He has not resigned yet.
So
however, he has presented a proposal to the coalition for single-term presidency in 2027.
He presented that proposal on behalf of who?
On his behalf, he declared his interest.
He declared his interest. Going to
not to Labour Party.
Have you not had some other faction of the Labour Party tell you that they agree that Peter Obi should engage in that movement?
The Obedient Movement and the Nenadi Osman Caretaker Committee said they are aware of what Obi is doing.
The faction of the
and
Labour
then Abure-led faction is saying that
faction
they are
of the
not
Labour
aware.
Party. So in other words, whatever Obi is doing there, he will tell you that I am for the Labour Party, represent the Labour Party in this coalition. Right? That is why the other faction actually endorsing him now. You create more division.
Right.
That is why Lesotho say you don't pretend. You don't run away from the problem in your house. Then you go to the public and begin to pretend as if you have resolved the crisis in your home. We don't party to things like that.
All right, very well.